Have you noticed how, as the years go by, the little things start to matter more? A quiet morning, a kind word, a phone call that doesn't leave you feeling drained. After 70, life has a way of whispering truths we once overlooked. It reminds us that our time is sacred, that our energy is limited, and that peace is priceless. Now let's be honest. Family is supposed to feel safe. It's supposed to be the place where we're loved just as we are. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes even the people closest to us, intentionally or not, bring stress, guilt, and emotional clutter into our lives. And at this stage in life, we can no longer afford to carry what we don't need. This isn't about anger. It's not about cutting people off. It's about choosing yourself with love, with grace, and with wisdom. In this video, we're going to gently explore 6 kinds of relatives that may be stealing your peace without you even realizing it. So grab a cup of tea, sit somewhere comfortable, and let's talk. Like 2 old friends, because you deserve to feel seen, you deserve to feel light, and above all, you deserve to feel free. Number 1. The never enough relative, always demanding, never giving. You know the type. The moment you see their name pop up on your phone, you already feel tired. They always need something. A ride here, help there, a little money to get through the week. And it's never just once, it's over and over again. Now, don't get me wrong, helping family is part of who we are. We've spent decades being the reliable one, the one who shows up, the one who says, "Of course I'll help, don't worry." But somewhere along the way, it stopped being kind and started becoming expected. And here's the thing. These relatives, they rarely say thank you. They don't ask how you're feeling. They don't notice when you need help. They've gotten so used to taking, they've forgotten that you too are human. Let's go back to Aunt Belinda. She calls again, asking for help in the yard. She has 3 grown kids just minutes away, but she calls you. Why? Because you've always said yes. And because people like that don't always think about how much they're asking. Now here's the truth. Saying no does not make you selfish. It makes you wise. It makes you strong. And most importantly, it makes you free. You've earned the right to protect your time, your energy, your body, your peace. Try saying something simple like, "I'd love to help, but I'm not available this time." Have you considered calling a service or asking someone else? It's not rude. It's not unkind. It's simply responsible because you've spent your whole life giving. And now it's time to give a little more to yourself. You are not a bad person for creating space. You are a wise soul who knows your energy is gold, and gold should never be spent carelessly. So next time that call comes in, take a breath. Listen to your heart, and remember, it's okay to choose peace. Number 2. The chronic complainer, always negative, rarely uplifting. Now let's talk about another kind of relative, the one who always brings a dark cloud wherever they go. You know the one. You stop by to say hello, maybe to share a warm moment, but before you can even sit down, the complaints begin. Everything is awful. The news is terrifying. The doctor is incompetent. The neighbors are noisy. And don't even get them started on their back pain, their bills, or how nothing good ever happens anymore. By the time you leave, you're not just tired, you're emotionally exhausted. Sound familiar? Now, we all need to vent from time to time. That's human. And sometimes talking about hard things is how we heal. But when the negativity is constant, when the same old complaints keep spinning like a broken record, it starts to weigh on you. And slowly, without even realizing it, their gloom starts to become your own. That heavy energy can creep into your thoughts, your sleep, even your body. And at this stage of life, protecting your emotional health isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. So what can you do? First, Try gently steering the conversation. If cousin Andrew is rambling again about how nothing ever goes right, try saying, I've been thinking about that time we went fishing at the lake. Remember how you caught the biggest one? That was such a great day. You're not dismissing him. You're guiding him. You're inviting him to step out of the dark and into the light. And if he won't go there with you, that's okay too. You don't have to stay in the storm. You can say, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed right now. Let's talk later, okay? It's not cold, it's not rude. It's called emotional boundaries. And they are your right. Remember, your spirit is like a garden. It needs sunshine, it needs laughter, it needs light. You are not obligated to water someone else's weeds if they refuse to grow. Choose to spend time with people who lift you up, who remind you of the good in life, who leave you feeling lighter, not heavier. Because your mood matters, your peace matters, and you matter. Number 3. The guilt tripper, masters of subtle manipulation. Now let's talk about someone who doesn't raise their voice, but somehow still makes your heart sink. The guilt tripper. They don't yell, they don't argue, but their words, they carry a quiet sting. You never call me anymore. I guess I'm just not that important to you. Or that classic, I thought you'd care enough to visit. And just like that, your stomach knots. Your mood shifts. And even if you were having a peaceful day, it suddenly feels heavy. The truth is, guilt is not love. Love invites. Love understands. Love respects your time, your energy, and your need to rest. But guilt trippers, they operate differently. They may not even realize what they're doing, but the effect is the same. You start doing things not out of joy or connection, but out of obligation. You cancel your quiet afternoon. You force yourself into a phone call. You say yes, when every part of you is whispering, not today. And over time, that pressure builds. You start to feel resentful, drained, even used. So how do we handle this without causing harm, but without sacrificing our peace? With honesty, with kindness, and with boundaries. You can say something like, I really care about you, and I love our connection, but I also need some quiet time right now. I'll reach out when I'm feeling rested. It's a gentle truth, and it matters more than a forced visit or a conversation made out of guilt, because when you give yourself space, you protect the relationship too. You give it room to breathe, to grow, to feel genuine again. Guilt should never be the glue holding a relationship together. That's not love. That's emotional weight you shouldn't be carrying. You've given so much in your life. Now it's okay to give to yourself. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the pressure. And hold on tightly to your peace. Before we dive into toxic family member type number 4, do me a quick favor. Hit like, subscribe, and share this message. Your small action can help more people who are struggling with this issue find the support they need. Thanks for being here. Number 4. The space invader. No boundaries, no consideration. Now let's talk about the kind of relative who doesn't mean to overwhelm you, but somehow always does. The one who shows up unannounced. Walks in without knocking. Stays too long. Asks questions that are just a little too personal. They don't think they're doing anything wrong. They'll say things like, oh, I just thought I'd drop by. Or we're family, I don't need an invitation, right? But deep down, you feel it. That little discomfort, that sense that your space, your peace, has just been stepped on. And that matters. Because here's the beautiful truth about this chapter of life. Solitude is not loneliness. It's medicine. A quiet afternoon with your favorite book. A slow morning with no interruptions. A clean, calm home that feels like your sanctuary. These are the simple joys that your younger self fought hard to reach. And now, you deserve to protect them. So when cousin Christian pops by without calling, or your brother decides it's okay to go through your cabinets looking for coffee, You have every right to say, I love spending time with you, but I really need some quiet today. Let's plan for another time. See, setting boundaries isn't about pushing people away. It's about teaching them how to treat you with care and respect. Because love without respect, that's just noise. And you, my friend, deserve peace. Your home is your sacred space. Your time is your own, and your energy is precious. The people who truly care about you will understand that. And if they don't, it's okay to create a little distance until they do. You've welcomed so many people into your life over the years. Now it's time to welcome peace, to honor silence, to cherish your own rhythm, and most of all, to trust that you are allowed to ask for what you need. Number 5. The controller, disguised as concern. Now here's a tricky one. Sometimes the people who love us the most are the ones who quietly take over our lives without ever meaning to. It's often done in the name of care, in the name of love. But over time, it starts to feel like something else. Let's say it's your daughter-in-law, Kaylee. She calls every day. She wants to know what you ate, when you walked, what time your next doctor's appointment is. She means well, you know that. But little by little, it feels like you're being managed, like your independence is slowly slipping through your fingers. And that's the part that stings. Not the advice itself, but the quiet message behind it. I don't trust you to take care of yourself anymore. That's hard to hear, especially when you've spent a lifetime making wise choices, raising a family, and navigating more than your share of tough seasons. Now let's be clear, concern is not the problem. It's when concern turns into control that it starts to take a toll. Because love doesn't dictate, love doesn't hover, love trusts. And trust, especially at this age, is essential. You are still capable, you are still wise, and you are still entitled to make choices that feel right for you. So the next time Kaylee suggests what you should eat or which doctor you must see, try saying, I really appreciate how much you care, but I'd like to make those decisions for myself. Simple, kind, clear. Because taking back the wheel of your life, even in small ways, restores something deeply important, your dignity. And dignity, my friend, is a powerful kind of peace. You've earned the right to live life on your terms, to choose your own rhythm, to decide what's best for your body, your time, and your spirit. Let others offer love, but never let them take the lead away from you. After all, you've been steering the ship a long time, and you still know exactly where your heart wants to go. Number 6. The master manipulator, always twisting the truth. Now this one can be the hardest to face, because the master manipulator doesn't shout, they don't demand, they suggest, they imply, and they always make you question yourself. They wrap guilt, control, and drama into one exhausting mix and hand it to you with a smile. If you really cared, you'd call more often. I guess I'm not family anymore. I see where your priorities are. Sound familiar? Their words sound like love, but they leave you feeling confused, tired, even ashamed. And that's the danger of emotional manipulation. It's subtle, it's sneaky, and worst of all, it makes you feel like the bad guy. You start to wonder, am I being unfair? Should I be doing more? Maybe I'm the problem. But pause right there, my friend. Take a deep breath. And remember this, you don't owe anyone access to your energy. Not your time, not your attention, not your emotional space, especially when it's being used against you. You've spent a lifetime being patient, being available, being kind. But kindness should never be mistaken for weakness. So when someone uses guilt as a tool, when they twist your love into obligation, you have every right to set a clear, firm boundary. Try saying, I care about you, but I need time for myself right now. I'll reach out when it feels right. And then, keep that promise to yourself. Because self-respect is not selfish. It's healing. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is choose your own well-being over someone else's expectations. Even if it's family, even if it's hard, you are allowed to protect your peace, to honor your limits, and to surround yourself with people who nourish you, not those who quietly drain you. Let go of the need to please everyone and hold tight to the calm you've worked so hard to create, because you deserve that more than ever. Dear friend, if no one has told you today, let me be the first. You are allowed to choose peace. Not just once in a while, not just when it's convenient, but every single day. You've spent a lifetime giving, raising children, caring for family, showing up when others couldn't. You've carried more than your share. And now it's time to show up for someone else. You. Choosing peace isn't selfish, it's wise, it's mature, and it's deeply, deeply necessary. Remember, distance doesn't always mean disconnection. Sometimes a little space allows love to breathe, and sometimes it lets unhealthy ties gently fade away. You deserve slow mornings filled with calm. You deserve laughter that doesn't come with guilt. You deserve to be surrounded by people who fill your cup, not those who keep emptying it. So take a moment, take a soft, honest look at your circle. Who lifts you? Who drains you? And most importantly, what do you need to feel whole? Because your needs matter. Your energy matters. You matter. If this video spoke to your heart, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Tell us, which of these 6 types have you encountered in your life? And what gentle step will you take today to protect your peace? If you found comfort here, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue creating thoughtful, healing content made with love for you. Until next time, be kind to yourself, be soft with your soul, and never forget, you are worthy of peace, always.